Hello and welcome back. In this video, I'm going to show you how to set a field value using Flow in our WhatsApp bot builder. And why this feature is so important, because setting field values allows you to capture user input more, let's say, dynamically and store it for later use, like notifying your team or personalizing future interactions. So it's especially useful when you want to collect specific details from user and ensure that information is organized and ready for the next step, like assigning tasks to team members or personalizing responses. So let's see an example from a real estate agency. So the flow starts with hello, welcome to real estate on WhatsApp. Then we are asking their name, and then we are storing their name and greeting it with nice to meet you. And then we are giving a menu in which we're asking how can I help you today. And let's say if they select I want to buy property, then here in the content block, we are asking what type of property are you looking for. The options might include house, apartment, farm, or land. So here where we capture the user information, if you will click on this content, and let's say if they are typing anything like house, apartment, farm, or land, then you would see I have saved this response in a user field called property type, which is then we are going to utilize. So here's where we capture this information in a field. So why do we use a field? Because fields allow us to store this data and notifying our let's say agent with personalized information, like we can say we have a client interested in property type and something like that. So this is more flexible than using tags, as it allows to keep track of specific details for each lead. So now how do we do this? So first what we can do, we are going to drag one action block from the bottom of the screen. You would see this plus icon. Simply drag one action block, and you know that this action on reply can only be connected to action block. Click on this, and when you will click on this, what we can do, we can choose some actions. In this case, I'm going to notify my team member, and I can write in the message something like this: hi, we have a client interested in, and we can choose the user field in which we have stored their response. For example, if they have written house, apartment, farm, or land, so we know we have stored that value in one of the user field called property type. Simply insert, and this will directly show the type of property your customer has written in a response. Click on save, and then you can choose whom you would like to inform. You can either inform all members or some of the members. So in this case, I'm just going to select all members, and I can select if I want to notify them via WhatsApp or email. So simply select WhatsApp for now. So this is how you can inform your teammates whenever they code something, and then simultaneously you can inform your customer, like something like we have received your response and someone from our team will get back to you shortly. So this is the message which they will receive in our content block, and in the background you're informing your team members to take this chat manually. You can also add some more action. For example, you can mark their chat as open so that any of the available agent from your team can take this chart, something like that. This was just an example. You can modify it. You can ask some more additional questions to gather more details. For example, you might ask how many bedrooms do you need, and then you can create a new user field called bedrooms, and then capture the user's response like one, two, or three, the number of bedrooms they are looking. And the same way you capture the property type. And once all the necessary information is collected, you can notify your team with details like we have collected the following details: property type and number of bedroom, something like that. And that's it. You have now learned how to use the action block to set a field value and capture information, important details from your users, and notify your team to act on that information. So this feature is incredibly powerful for automating and personalizing your interactions with your leads. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to our support using Help Center. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in our next tutorial.